Dear audience, there has never been, and perhaps never will be again, a love story as tragic and as immortal as the story of Layla and Majnun. It is one of the world's greatest timeless tales of love and separation. Today, I would like to present that very story before you. In the vast Arabian desert, where endless golden sand stretched to the horizon, where hot winds blew across the dunes, and where green oasis trees added beauty to the harsh landscape, a wise, gentle, and sensitive boy named Kays was born into a respected Arab tribe. From childhood, Kays was an excellent student. One day at school, he saw a beautiful, graceful, and intelligent girl. Her name was Layla. At first, they became friends. They studied in the same classroom, wrote together, learned together, and celebrated each other's achievements. As time passed, their friendship grew into deep trust, and that trust gradually blossomed into love. Their love was completely selfless. It was neither driven by wealth nor by physical beauty. For them, the whole world existed only in each other's company. However, their love did not remain a secret for long. When Layla's family discovered their relationship, they immediately stopped her from attending school. Kays was also strictly forbidden from meeting her. From that very day, Kays' world changed forever. He wandered through the desert all day, calling Layla's name. He wrote poems, sang songs, and felt Layla's presence in every passing breeze. Seeing his condition, people began to say, "Love has driven him mad." From then on, everyone stopped calling him Kays and instead called him Majnun, an Arabic word meaning, the one who has gone mad because of love. Majnun's father tried everything possible. He visited Layla's father with a proposal of marriage and humbly said, "My son loves Layla with all his heart. If you permit, please allow these two to marry." But Layla's father refused. He replied, "We cannot marry our daughter to a young man whom the whole society calls insane." In truth, Kays had not become insane. He had simply become completely absorbed in his longing for Layla. Yet because society began calling him Majnun, meaning mad in Arabic, Layla's parents may also have come to believe that he had truly lost his mind. Sadly, no one came forward to correct that misunderstanding. Those words shattered Majnun's heart. He left the village and wandered deep into the desert. There he lived among wild animals. He desired neither palaces, nor wealth, nor honor. Layla's memory alone was enough to sustain him. Travelers occasionally saw him. His body had grown thin. His clothes were torn. Yet there was a remarkable light shining in his eyes, the radiant light of immortal love. Layla's condition was no different. Her heart remained devoted to Majnun alone, but under pressure from her family and society, she was eventually married to another respected man. Even after marriage, Layla fulfilled her duties as a wife with dignity, but she could never give her heart to anyone except Majnun. In the silence of the night, she would gaze at the stars and softly pray, "O Lord, if our union is not possible in this world, then at least never separate our souls." Meanwhile, Majnun continued wandering through the desert. News eventually reached the king's royal court that Kays, now known as Majnun, wandered through the wilderness weeping, forgetting food and water, completely lost in thoughts of Layla. The king felt compassion for him and said, "Bring him to my court, perhaps I can help him." The royal guards brought Majnun before the king. The king asked, "Tell me what troubles you. What do you desire? Whatever it is, I shall grant it, but do not continue living like this." Majnun calmly told the king his entire story. The king then ordered that the 8 most beautiful women from among the royal singers, dancers, and actresses be brought before Majnun. Pointing toward them, the king asked, "Now tell me, which one do you like? Choose whichever you wish. Not only will I give her to you, but I shall also provide you with wealth, servants, and every comfort." To ordinary eyes, those royal ladies appeared far more beautiful than the simple village girl Layla. The king repeatedly urged Majnun to choose one of them. But Majnun remained silent. Finally, growing impatient, the king asked, "Majnun, Are your eyes all right? Looking at these beautiful women, you still prefer your Layla?" Majnun respectfully replied, "My eyes are perfectly fine, Your Majesty. It is your eyes that fail to see. The eyes that can truly see Layla must be like mine. Other people cannot recognize who she really is. If it were possible, I would lend you my eyes for just a single moment. Then you would know whether Layla is more beautiful or these ladies of your royal court." Realizing that even he could not persuade Majnun, the king sighed and ordered, "Take him back to the place from where you brought him." So Majnun was returned to the desert. People traveled from distant villages just to hear his poems. Some called him a madman. Others called him the greatest lover who had ever lived. But none of those words meant anything to Majnun. For him, there was only one truth: Layla. Time passed. Just as Majnun continued wandering in the desert, Layla too suffered in silence. The pain of separation and constant emotional agony gradually destroyed her health. At last, one day she passed away. When the heartbreaking news reached Majnun in the desert, he ran to Layla's grave. He embraced her grave tightly. With tears streaming down his face, he whispered, "Layla, the world separated our bodies, but it could never separate our love. Now I too cannot live without you." He remained there. He forgot hunger. He forgot thirst. Days passed. Nights passed. Then one morning, people found Majnun lying motionless with his head resting upon Layla's grave. He too had departed from this world forever. People wept and said, "Life could never unite these two lovers, but even death could not truly separate them." According to the legend, they were buried together in the same place. That place became an eternal symbol of love and devotion. Years passed. Empires rose and fell. Kings came and went. The sands of the Arabian desert continued to change. Yet the love story of Layla and Majnun remained immortal throughout the ages. Even today, whenever someone wishes to give the finest example of pure, selfless, and everlasting love, the first names remembered are Layla and Majnun. Therefore, dear audience, the message of this story is clear. True love is not possession, it is devotion. True love is a bond between souls that rises far above the union of bodies. Society may prevent lovers from meeting. People may separate two individuals, but no one can erase the memory of genuine love. That is why the story of Layla and Majnun is not merely the story of two lovers. It is a timeless symbol of loyalty, sacrifice, patience, and eternal love, and for that reason it continues to be told throughout the world. Yet, dear audience, what a tragic irony, isn't it? The love story we have heard is one thing, but the love we often experience today is quite another. Modern love has become increasingly commercial. Where there is power and money, there seems to be love. Where there is neither, there is often nothing at all. Thank you all for your kind attention and for staying with me.